last time on Strixhaven, a curriculum of chaos. The party went to go investigate the Sedgemoor Swamp for the source of the corruption that was because the magical font of magic that's used to make the Eldritch Bomb seemingly got corrupted by some kind of wild magic, which was the source of all the problems over the school years, be it mimics or owlbear attacks, like props turning into owlbears, or steam methods coming from pots. Seems to be the result of this corrupted Eldritch Bomb. So the party went to the swamp, kind of explored around a bit, fought off some wargs with way too much hit points, but eventually found the font of magic, the underground spring, that was instead of being like clear and kind of pretty multicolored, was this black inky, really gross color, and was attacked abruptly by a giant scorpion who was hanging out there, and then a plant-like creature known as a Groff who ate the scorpion and then attacked the party. Then, after purifying the spring with holy water, you discovered a waterlogged journal that seems to chronicle a person's experiment with life-draining magic. And throughout various clues in the journal, you find out that it is indeed what was responsible for the corrupted spring of magic there. The only hint to the person's identity was a large M on the front of the journal. But according to his ramblings, his experiments are at an end. The rose stage was the last step of that. And you relayed your message back to the Silver Quill professor that sent you on that mission. She informed you that they had located the corrupted Eldritch Bomb and disposed of it, and that the other professors of all the colleges will be taking care of this situation as soon as possible.
One can only hope.
So, it is just a couple weeks until the end of the school year. You have some minor exams for your other classes, but for the most part, not much to do until the end of the term. Word got out after you defeated the owlbear at the rose stage, and then were briskly whisked away. Like, rumors started to spread. Like, oh, wow, you see, they defeated an owlbear, and then the professor sent him on a mission, and like all these, like students very quickly got around that, like, you guys defeated these monsters in the swamp and like found the source of the corruption. And
they're learning who the main characters are.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, these are the main characters of this story. And so, like, even more than usual, you guys are getting noticed on campus. People are like buying you lunches and soda pops at the tavern, in the cafes. And yeah, you guys are kind of become the stars of Strixhaven. Like little local heroes.
Yeah, it only took like 1 year. I was expecting a... Oh, you go.
It took way too long for him to notice, if you ask me.
Nah, it's just I was gonna operate on like the 2 to 3 year scale. I just wasn't expecting all these other kids to be such weenies.
Like that little owl guy.
Oh, I like him. He's like a pet.
He hasn't even noticed.
Yeah, You put him in like a cage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't usually stick around long enough to get accolades. It's interesting.
We're glad to still
How
have
you
you.
like fame?
Mm, I could give or take it.
It's
I
pretty
like
good.
I like the drinks.
Oh yeah, are you guys leaving at the end of the semester to go home for like summer break? Are you like stuck here forever like I am?
I actually haven't put too much thought into it.
Actually, I have plans for the summer.
It'd probably be safer for me to stick around.
Safer. What's after you?
The Lich. The one that like is trying to steal her soul, or not even her soul, you know, her
He wants my
body.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so-
right.
Hey Val'ri, I know you're sick from you have a bit of magic cough. It's a Strixhaven disease. I researched it. Are you going to go home for the summer?
I don't know. It would be nice to see everybody again, but not at the same time, you know? We'll see.
Yeah, because I was expecting to hate all of you people for like being free and not being trapped here.
Do you want us to stay, Revia?
I want you to be forced to stay. That would make me very happy, like I am. See, I can't leave. Mother said I can't come home until I can do it on my own.
Oh.
So I have to get strong enough and able to rend the bounds of reality and just plain walk out of here.
And you can't walk to another dimension.
I mean, I can. I've seen it. It's possible.
I mean,
Someone
you
can.
can. If you had plane shift, you might be able to get home.
I mean, yeah, but I gotta be strong enough to do it.
Yeah,
Does it
that
ca-
is an
does-
issue.
Does forcing someone to cast it for you count as being strong enough?
That'll do.
I bet some of these lily-livered professors around here can do it.
Yeah, I mean that's an idea. I don't think Mother cares how I get out of here. It's just that I do. That's kind of her thing.
As you're hanging around, your friends, Rosie and Greta, show up, and they almost like focus around Brick. Are just really impressed with your monster slaying skill, with all of your monster slaying skills.
Well, I learned all the wrestling moves from you, Greta. I couldn't have done it without you.
So yeah, bro, I heard you body slammed a giant scorpion.
Oh, it was awesome. You should have seen it. I grabbed him by his tail and threw him across the swamp. I look at everyone like, go along with it.
Rosie's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stung me and it hurt, but it could pierce Brick's muscles.
Yeah.
Rosie
Really
goes,
do it.
Rosie goes, yeah, I think I saw it in the sky flying off campus.
That sounds about right. Yeah, it's tried to stab me in the chest and I just flexed and it couldn't get through.
Yeah, it was really impressive.
Yeah, but
Some more and more
my-
students,
my
like-
friends here did some cool stuff too.
Oh no, I know. I must insist. I didn't do much. I got bit by a plant dog, and things were looking bad. But then old Brick came, and he used like his strength and magical powers to like blind it from his radiant chest. It was like a sight to behold. I mean, you couldn't really look at it all the time, or else you too would go blind. So you ladies better be careful. You can't stare too long at Brick. You never know what might happen, unless that's your thing.
At this point, like more and more students kind of gathering around, hearing the like story. This one person goes, is it true you had to fight off like dark wizards to help to fight off the corruption?
No, I mean that's a bit. We found a dark wizard's like notebook. What was more like we had to fight off the entire well of corruption that was slowly consuming the Witherbloom swamps.
It's like,
It's a
oh.
bit. It might be a bit too high concept for some of you little kids out there. Revia says that she's like probably noticeably shorter than most people here.
Yeah, and you're still first year, so there's no one younger than you. Like,
No, there's no one younger, and she's kind of scrawny and short for like a person. It's like this, like they're children. So someone's like, it's like being called a child by a 14-year-old.
Are you sure you should be throwing stones from that particular glass house there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Because we did the adventure. Listen, if one of them can do an adventure and they can go out and show and tell us a tale, then they can put me down a peg. Until then, I'm the top dog.
people start cheering, top dog, top dog.
You almost got eaten by a top dog.
I did. It was very scary.
And from the hootin' and hollering, you hear the slow clap as Grayson and Rubina.
Oh no, the evil powers have combined.
Saying,
oh boy, that's a combo that needs to be.
Yeah, that's the power couple. They're gonna hate love each other because of all of the like hatred of us. They're like, man, I hate those guys so much. We're like, so do I.
And slightly behind them, you do see the student that kind of got coerced by this evil wizard he met in the swamp to apply the Eldritch Bomb to the back of the owlbear. Like, not quite with these two, but like hanging around them. Cadoris.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
Caldoras.
But he's like, they seem to accept him. And Grayson and Revia just slow slapping and slow clapping. It's like, oh, what are they calling you these days? The heroes of Strixhaven?
Yeah, that's a strong term, but if that's what they want to call us.
He holds up the newest issue of the Strixhaven Star, front page, Heroes of Strixhaven.
Now there we go then.
Yeah. I
Who's
didn't
that?
even have to write it myself.
I was gonna say, what's the byline? Who's it written by?
Mina Lee.
Nice.
Yeah, she's our pal.
She said,
Yeah.
she seems to have seniority and a certain bias, I think. And he looks at Brick.
Bias toward the truth, maybe.
That is a weakness.
Again, so many coincidences surrounding you this year. You were the ones to magically cure the corruption that caused all this chaos this year.
Now, hold on just 1 minute. I don't like what you're implying there.
I mean, I would. If one of you guys like did this, you can tell me in secret.
I
We
take
all have
personal
better
offense to
things do with
such.
our time.
Because really, I wouldn't put my own self in danger. That's stupid.
Rubina goes, yeah, a bunch of first years, hand-selected by professors to handle such important a task.
Val is gonna cross her arms and look at Rubina. Jealousy is really ugly on you.
Oh no. You can. I would say you would see, like Revia's eyes start kind of like as almost as if the hamster wheel in her brain is actually considering what she's saying. Like she might be making a point.
Well, I'm a Ravara, so, kind of makes sense, Doc. Some of the professors would expect things out of me.
I mean, it says more about you that you would think that we would do such things, but again, that's not my concern.
Go on about your theory. I want to hear it.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then you
yes.
get
Well, I've said all I had to say.
Revia is very earnest and like, no, she wants to hear. She wants to hear what their theories is.
Oh, yes, do go
She's
on. Let us.
legit concerned.
So now I've said all I've had to say. I'll let you put the pieces together.
They don't have anything more to say.
I hate
Indeed.
puzzles.
There's a
I
first.
hate them. Just tell me the answer.
I mean, if you have nothing more to say, then it must mean you have nothing worth saying in the first place.
At this point, Greta and Rosie stand in front of you guys, hands on hips, saying, it's like, I think it's time for you to get out of here. And your little fan club is like, yeah, get out of here.
You should leave.
It's like, well, looks like we're not wanted here. And they turn around and leave.
I mean, it'd be hard pressed to find somewhere where you are wanted, but that's just my opinion on
They're
the
gone.
matter.
Dang, Erakos, you're really like
Yeah.
happy. I wouldn't expect that from you.
Yeah, I don't take too kindly to being accused of corruption. Or
Okay, I
causing
mean
such.
that makes sense. Like as someone who deals with ghosts and stuff, that you'd be incensed if someone implied that you're like evil just because you deal with ghosts and such.
Yeah, that's yeah, I've dealt with that before, and I am not going to deal with it again.
I think it's the eyes too that make people think that. Just if you want to know.
It
Hey, you
dawns.
I mean, if you're gonna
oh, you go. Yeah. I'm sorry.
okay, if you're gonna judge a book by its cover, you're gonna miss out on the content of it.
That's true. That's true. I know you're good. Better than me.
I think later on, Aurora will ask you guys, you think there's a song about a corrupted swamp and giant killer creatures we can write a song about?
Yes.
I think sounds like it'll write itself. It's a
Yeah,
good
you
start.
just make it rhyme. It takes Revia a few seconds that she just realizes that 4 out of the 5 would traditionally be considered evil. Like we have like the Death Priest, the Drow, the Orc, and the Dragon, and like that's the hero team. Val'ri is still like the Fey Fawn. That's always generally fine.
She says, what rhymes with Eldritch?
Smeldritch.
That was my first one too.
Well, we'll work on it.
Smeldritch is the name of a good ska band.
At one
Is that
point,
like-
What about ostrich?
What about Grayson's a little bitch?
Oh, I like it. I think it has everything we want to hear.
Yeah,
Mina Lee appears as you say that. And she's like, I don't know if they'll let you perform that as much as I agree.
I don't know. It seems like we got a lot of leeway around here these days.
Well, enjoy your 5 minutes of fame. I mean, by next year they'll probably forget all about it, but
How many other was there any other like groups of students doing stuff? Like I don't read the paper. Was there like another one doing stuff, or is that just us?
Don't you work for the paper?
Oh, I quit like really fast.
yeah,
at the
you were
beginning.
there for like 3 weeks and then left to join a band or something.
She also didn't do really anything there. She drew
Yeah.
like one comic about how Grayson sucks at this.
I mean, you did all you needed to do there. You accomplished your goal.
We still run that like every every other week. We just hide it in different parts of the
They
newspaper.
love it. The students love. They know
I mean,
what they
like,
want.
we have to sneak it in there because Grayson like always takes it out before it goes to print. But we sneak it back in. It's like, yeah, like, listen, I'm sorry about all the articles he wrote. It's like no one really thinks he caused all this, but some people do. I suppose. That is why I want to get your side of the story. And, this headline's good for, it's good for a front page, but I want to do a real interview with you guys and write your side of the story about how the faculty let this happen under their noses.
Ooh, I like that. I like that angle.
Maybe it'll light a fire under the faculty to fix this up.
I think so too. They need to take this seriously. So how about meet up at the Bow's End later this week?
Yeah, that'd be good.
You tell me your side of the story.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect.
All right, sounds good.
Drinks on you, right? A business expense. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm fine.
If you wanted free drinks,
I only drink water.
If you wanted free drinks, we should go to the Fire Jolt.
Bow's End is the one that's the coffee shop?
Bow's End's like the tavern.
Okay. Good enough.
She kind of turns to you, Brick, and goes, "It's a date?"
It's a date. It's a date.
I mean, is it a date? I thought we were all going.
Well, I mean, it's a date with all of us.
Oh,
Group
okay.
date.
I just wanted to make sure.
But at this point, she's gone too. All right, so since a member of your rival team, just kind of by coincidence, because I didn't really plan it that way, was caught, putting illicit substances onto owlbear statues or wooden statues and having to come to life, since he was caught doing that. He lost a bunch of points for his team, which put you guys easily ahead of everyone else. So as per the little contest, at the end of the year, you are all going to be awarded a quote-unquote dragon's hoard of treasure.
Yes! I need it!
Wow.
I'm gonna lay on it.
Not that big of treasure.
Oh?
A few useful trinkets, a voucher for the Strixhaven shop. Exchange for magic items.
How good we talking? Because I want to lay down on my treasures.
Professor.
Sorry, sometimes the Revia takes over in OOC.
He was renamed Professor Sharpbeak the Owlin, who gave the big speech at the beginning of the year. Just like, some minor treasure, a few fun trinkets, but perhaps you'll get lucky. It is kind of a almost literally a loot box.
Sick. We get some V-Bucks.
And some Strixhaven dollars only good at Strixhaven stores.
Revia didn't even have to get her dad's card, and especially the 3 numbers on the back.
Sora needs your help. He's falling into darkness. So that is going to happen at the end of the year, but I think Brick had something he wanted to suggest.
Yeah. I'm thinking that perhaps I can give you guys a little taste of what it's like back home and throw you guys a hoedown farm style.
Oh, a hoot! I'm always down for a little hootenanny.
I think that could be a heck of a lot of fun. What do you
Sure, but I'm
else
gonna
think?
leave if it gets boring or I get sleepy.
You're always sleepy.
Yeah,
That's why you're always leaving.
I'm very cranky. I need my naps. It's a very dragon thing to do. Shut up, we all do it.
Mm-hmm.
You would probably
How we
know.
live so long.
You would probably know though that you would need to have permission.
Permission's going to be real easy to get. At least Brick thinks so. He is.
If you're holding
Soaking it in.
if you're holding a big party, on campus grounds, like you're gonna have to talk with a professor or two.
I can handle that. As long as it all works out.
And the more
What
important
about-
question: where on campus?
That's a good question. Somewhere outdoors.
What about like the silk ball field? Because like you're already gotten in to ask for permission
Oh.
there as like the star of the team. You could say, yeah, I want to hold a thing. There's no more games. I'm sure they'd let you.
That'd be good. I have to double check with, I guess, the captain. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Yeah, you'd be fine. It's like the sports hero and the school hero.
Oh, it's
Think about it.
the double whammy.
Yeah, you could do it. You get in there. You talk to him.
So you ask Javanesh.
Hey, Javanesh, I had this idea to have an end of the year Hootenanny hoedown party. Needed kind of a field party, and I was thinking the silk ball field would be prime real estate for it. What do you say?
He tilts his head. He goes, "Okay, start over. A hooten what?
A Hootenanny hoedown kind of party we have back in the farm. Farm is one of those places that you grow crops and animals for eating. You ever heard of
I
that?
know. Yeah, okay. I know what a farm is.
That's how we get down. Lots of dancing and music.
Well, it is the end of the term. We don't really have any more practice. So I guess I could talk to one of the professors, see if we can hold a hootenanny.
Hold a Hootenanny hoedown.
A shindig might be an additional word to use.
A shindig.
Mhm.
He looks a little concerned but a little excited. It's like, just for you or like
Oh,
everyone?
everyone except Grayson and Rubina.
And anybody who would associate with such wondrous people.
You know, for this, I look over at Val. I'll even let Quint attend.
He doesn't have to attend.
Oh, no, it's no problem. Just not Grayson or Rubina.
No
think
Graysons.
we're all-
Put a sign that says no Graysons.
No Grayson's allowed.
Yeah, we can have one Grayson.
There's like Revia peeking out through like a little window.
Yeah, and he goes. Yeah, he started listing off all the friends he made this year. And he goes,
Yeah.
"Wow, you guys. I mean, I knew you guys were popular because of all the stuff you did, but it seems like you managed to make a lot of friends, just like I did last year. Totally, like I totally did last year.
Well, you at least made friends with me.
Well, yeah, you just added to the pile.
near the top of the pile.
He goes, yeah. You're like my best friend, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Right. Who do we need to talk to about this party?
He goes, don't worry, best friend. I'll take care of it.
Wonderful. I knew I could count on you.
What are we gonna need? What exactly is involved in a hootenanny?
Lots of hay. That's like unsprouted dry grass.
Hey,
Hay.
dead
Yeah.
grass.
Dead grass. Yes.
You need someone with a fiddle.
You need a fiddle.
Okay, a fiddle.
You need a lot of like barbecue. So like several big old pigs or cows are the magical creature equivalent.
Unfortunately, there's probably like humanoid pigs attending the school.
Some kind of beast. Some kind of magical beast we could feast upon.
Roast owl bear.
Yeah, we don't.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
We
good.
don't have a lot of those things in Strixhaven.
Oh.
Doesn't anybody know conjure food?
Where do you think it comes from?
Right, so you
So funny. With conjure food, just it doesn't make it appear. It pulls it from someone, like someone's pet disappears because you cast conjure food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't create food; it just conjures
Yeah,
it.
it just conjures it.
They're playing fetch with your dog, and some
no.
hero casts conjure
No.
food, and there it goes.
I was just imagining some guy's about to eat a giant tasty sandwich, and he goes to lie down, and it disappears.
My bag of tricks is suddenly empty, and I don't know why.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. You got a bag of tricks.
Ugh.
Unlimited animals.
Oh, I only have 2 charges.
I believe that's not how that spell works, but it'd be funny.
I
But
wasn't saying it in character. Anyway.
Well, listen,
There
we
you
may
go.
not have. Is where on earth would we find dead grass? Like, Quandrix is all about grass being alive, not dead.
Well, you could
Witherbloom grass is like decayed
Alive.
and gross. You don't want to hootenanny on that.
I mean, no, but.
Is that the right
How do
term?
you know I don't want to hootenanny on it?
Am I using that? Am I using that word right?
Bingo, bingo, bango.
Well, if you dry it, then I'm sure it would be okay, right? Because
I mean,
oh.
Or you
it's
can
not
just make
all
an
about
illusion.
it's not all about rot and decay. I'm pretty sure if I asked around, I could source some hay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this place has to have like
Isn't-
magical creatures
Yeah,
that
I was
need
just
it.
about to say, isn't there some sort of totally not care of magical creatures-esque class?
That is true. Yep. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh yes, of course, that thing that has hay."
Yeah.
Gorgon.
Yeah, you would
Didn't
know
call
that. There, I mean, you had an entire exams about it. You do study magical creatures.
They just didn't realize that was called hay.
Oh, hey! I thought you meant.
Hey.
Oh, hey!
Oh, hey.
Oh hey!
Isn't it gonna smell like hippogriff though if we take it from there?
If we
That's-
do
I
it
think that's
right,
the
yeah.
point.
That's kind of the point.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know the first thing about hootenannying.
If
We
you
had a
don't end
prom
up,
like this one year.
if you don't smell like a farm animal by the end of a hootenanny, you ain't doing it right.
That's-
He ain't wrong.
He goes in.
Lilisula, what Underdark Hootenanny do you want to add to it?
I don't know anything about an Underdark Hootenanny, but I do know what Brick is talking about.
Oh.
So you
I
should
thought
get
you could
to-
get like some spiders. We could like eat a
Oh.
spider.
I've never been to the Underdark. I don't know what you're talking about.
Revia forgets this and so do I. So both of us, character and player, will continue to think that Lilisula was like, yeah, she lives in the Underdark.
No, I've never been there.
It's kind of racist.
Maybe like
but
some
yeah.
mind flayers.
You can maybe ask the band if they want to perform, but you said no Rubina.
Yeah, I think my presence there would make it where the band wouldn't want to play. So
Yeah, well, we need like a fiddle.
I mean,
Our band is not good enough. Our band is not a fiddle band.
I mean,
like
you are
Doug.
friends with that Dampier girl, Aurora.
Oh, maybe she
Yeah,
could do a
she can-
fiddle.
Aurora? Yeah.
She can play her hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, she plays a hurdy-gurdy. It almost sounds like a fiddle if you listen to it like sideways.
Lily, do you... Oh, no, you can play a lute. Can you play a fiddle?
Uh,
I'll
Can you-
play the jug. I'll go.
Of course, you want to play the jug. It's the easy one to play.
I can do the washboard, and I start
Yeah!
scraping on my stomach.
Oh, that'd be great.
God.
He's so ripped that like he just makes the sound.
Val immediately turns away.
See, Val, on my stomach. See this?
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, Javness will say, it's like, yeah, I think you guys are kind of on the bad side of the band. Because, Rubina doesn't quite like you guys. Yeah, but Aurora, hurdy-gurdy, not quite a fiddle.
I think
Close
it's
enough.
close enough, yeah.
Well,
It's
she can do
jaunty.
like the song, and Lilisula can do it, and do like the fiddle.
It's jaunty enough. If you play a lute and a fiddle, or you play a flute and a hurdy-gurdy together, that's almost 2 fiddles.
Isn't there a lot of like dancing too? Or something like hoedowns
Yeah.
or
Yep.
something?
Yeah.
Yep. You got it dancing nonstop.
Oh.
It doesn't necessarily have to be good dancing.
Yeah,
It just
it has to be loud stomping. You got 4 feet. You can stomp with the best of them, I'm sure.
Well, stomping, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Yeah, you got it.
Like, okay, I think I can make this happen.
Oh, perfect.
And we can time it with the award ceremony, because Team Flump herds the winner this year for the first years.
Perfect.
Yeah, we can talk things over with Professor Sharpbeak, and we can have the award ceremony at the same time. We have dancing, we have food, we have maybe live animals. Not sure. That seems kind of weird.
No, you get like a hay ride. You get like a little cart. You fill it with hay. You have a big old creature pull it around.
Oh, we can get the mascots to pull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The mascots can pull the hay ride, so then all the kids can make out in the back of it.
What is it with you and people
Ew.
making out?
That's what you do in a hoedown. Have you not been to one,
I
Brick?
mean, it's something you can do for sure.
That's the whole point
in-
of a hayride. If you're not
in-
making out in the back of the hayride, what are you doing? It's
Encourage.
terrible. It's like itchy.
Why would you want to make out somewhere that's itchy?
So you can
Yeah.
like seclude it and make out. This kind of circular logic is what you learn in school.
Okay.
I mean, she's right. It's kind of how it works.
I don't. As far as like as much as I looked, I didn't really find any art for hoedowns. That just weren't pictures of people at hoedowns. So we'll just use the Biblioplex as a stand-in.
Good.
Oh wait, there's a the silk ball map that I completely forgot about. But it's just a really simple map. Let's put everyone on there.
The issue is, do you have like the jukebox? Do you have like a Shanti Hoedown song?
Listen. When I first heard the word, we're gonna have a hoedown.
Oh
I was
yeah.
prepared.
I did find a few, yes.
I love it.
Unless there's anything else you want to do in the meantime, we can go straight to that.
I don't think so.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Revia's excited about the hoedown.
Yeah, I got nothing else unless there's anything I need to do to prepare. Anyone else I need to talk to?
I don't think so. Is there anything particular you want to tell Mina Lee about for her interview?
I do want to, in the interview, make sure that I know that she may wanna put the glory on me. I want to make sure that it spreads evenly with the team. That's kind of my goal with that interview, is that everyone gets the spotlight.
Revia would not embellish anything about what she had done, even though you think she would. But
Yeah,
she's like, no, this is just exactly what would happen, because she knows that sometimes you gotta tell the truth so you can lie later.
Gain trust.
All right. Yeah, so I'm just going to use the stadium background. So it looks like a big Quidditch field, basically.
Nice. Yeah, that's perfect.
That'll work. A little preview for Mage Tower, though.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's the high res image of that card.
Yeah,
I
It's a
have this
magic
card.
nerd.
I have this card. It's Strixhaven Stadium. It's a really cool card.
What does it do?
It's basically you can tap it for mana, and every
Oh.
time it taps, it gets a counter on it. And if you get 10 counters on it, basically, so if you attack with a creature, it also
Mhm.
gets a counter. And once it gets 10 counters, you win the game.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I
But
like that.
Yeah. But if you get hit, then you lose counters. So it's kind of like the little mini game.
Yeah, I like the cards that change the win conditions like that.
Yeah, it's neat. It's underrated because I think
Yeah.
people think are like, oh, they don't care, but sometimes 10 hits, that's all you need.
Yeah.
All right, Grayson and Rubina not invited. Where's she?
Mhm.
In fact, explicitly banned.
I would assume they just wouldn't come out of principle.
Yeah,
I don't think they're actually not invited. They just hate us.
But there's actually a lot of people here, but the main characters show up, and the few friends you made outside of your year as well.
Do any professors show up?
I think they would have to, yeah.
Oh man.
You gotta have some chaperones.
We're
yeah,
basically
so-
adults. We're okay.
yeah. Let's see here, who would show up? Definitely the Professor Sharpbeak. The one that was at orientation. Who else?
Ersmatok would absolutely. He'd be off standing in a corner by himself, but he'd still show up.
Definitely one of the Prismari ones. Would be curious. Like what the heck's a hoedown? So it's
A hoedown, a hootenanny, a shindig.
yeah. Maybe a lore hold. One for historic value. Let's say that the half giant that recruited Brick shows up as well. Put him right there. Oscar. Alright, so Brick, you walk into the Silkball field that you usually practice on, play some games on, and it's been converted into not quite a barn, but there's like hay on the ground. There's like spotlights lighting up as it grows dark. They set up a little stage, and you see Aurora and some of her friends that play instruments like begin to prepare.
I think they did perfect. It looks great.
Javnich goes, "It's been like a few weeks to prepare." It's like, did a pretty good job, huh?
It couldn't have done better myself. This is amazing.
And
You
listen,
captured-
I invited my what was his team name? Yep, I invited my team Kraken, to come with us.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
think you,
more
I
than-
think some of you know Javanesh. I know one of you knows Aasimar. Winks at Val'ri.
She just sips her drink.
Oh.
Yeah, well, the more the merrier for sure. Almost everyone is welcome.
You might be familiar with my friend Nora Ann Wu. And he points to this student here. She waves. And of course, Mina Lee works at the newspaper.
Yep. Very close with Ms. Lee.
Not that close, Brick.
Only got like plus
Revia
3
is wearing a cowboy hat, by the way.
Did you cut holes in it for your horns, or is it on top of your horns?
No,
or...
the horns are sticking through.
Okay.
So Val'ri, that little standoffish to Aasimar a little bit. Maybe, I don't know. Yep. So so slowly the students' car coming in, and once it gets dark enough,
Yeah.
Brick, you say it's time to hoe down.
Welcome, one and all. We had a great year, lots of obstacles that we overcame, and just time to let loose. And I guess the band will kick into high gear hoedown, and I mean, yeah, kick it off.
Yeah, hold down music.
Yeah.
Go down these nuts.
At some point, lead a line dance, teach everyone a line dance. Very easy to teach.
Well, here's the thing: like it starts, and like no one knows what to do.
Well, no, Brick is in the middle, and he's having a good time.
Yeah, he's just like dancing in the middle, and like a lot of these people just aren't from the country. You know, they're
right.
They're like this isn't like the ballroom dances I'm used to. Like, what's? And like they're kind of like a lot of them are kind of like awkwardly just kind of standing there, like not sure what to make of all this.
Let's see, who would make sense. I think that Greta. I like Greta. She's very fun loving. I grab her into the middle and kind of just show her good stomping line dancing moves, and we're two very big heavy people making a lot of noise, and I just start yelling at people to me and a Javanesh, come on.
One of the first people to go up is Xanther. It's like yeah, I can dig this. He starts improvising some moves.
You got it. Just feel it. Wherever the music takes you, that's
Rosie.
where you want to be.
Rosie runs up, just starts going nuts.
She's acting like she's at a rave or something.
Yeah.
That's my boy Xanthar.
Yeah.
It's like Lilisula. And she'll actually like see maybe Brick like dancing with Greta, kind of, bent over. It's where it's like come on, let's dance.
Yeah.
Who else is dancing?
Lilisula's dancing.
Yeah, Lilisula's dancing.
She's dancing.
Revia is going to steal Aasimar and dance with him.
He's
Wow.
Aasimar is looking very. He's one of the people standing in the corner, and Revia, you see him when you approach him, looking in Val'ri's direction. But he has that awkward look in his eyes, and he sees you approach, and he doesn't really notice you at first. He's kind of lost thought.
Hey,
Oh,
you gotta dance.
oh, hello.
Yeah, you gotta get out there and dance.
I can't dance.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You gotta go do it, or else Val'ri's not gonna notice you. Because you saw her, she's not giving you the time of day. So you gotta get out there and show that you got some stuff.
I'm gonna with Xanther, kind of dragging him with me, but I'm gonna try dragging Aurora into this mess. to dance with
No,
us.
she's playing the music.
She takes her hurdy-gurdy and begins dancing along while playing the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, that's right. You know what? I'll be strumming my lute too while I'm doing it. Dad taught me how to.
You gotta get out there.
Dad taught me how to lute and walk.
So, Aasimar goes, should I ask her to dance?
Yeah, go do it. Ask her.
I don't know.
Nah, if you don't, then I'll ask her.
Everyone says I have 2 left hooves.
That's fine. She has 4 feet hoofs. She'll be able to avoid them. Also,
She's
you
got a
heard
hoof
Rick. It
one.
just matters about stomping around, and you have the big stomp feet.
He goes, okay, if you think I should.
Yeah, I think you should. I'm gonna go talk to this elephant man. He looks cool.
It's supposed to be on. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure the playlist is playing and not this song. There we go. Alright. So, Val'ri, you see Aasimar begin to approach you. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, is Quintilius. Right beside you. And he goes, "Oh, Val'ri, isn't this wonderful?"
Oh God. Oh, hi, Quinn.
Oh. Look, everyone's just enjoying themselves. It's wonderful.
Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. Rick really put on a good hootenanny.
Do you think we should join in the dancing?
I don't know. I'm not very good at it. You know, 4 left toes and all.
Well, that just won't do it all.
Sorry to disappoint you.
He goes, I can see if you're going to be the star of the Drama Guild in the years to come. I can tell. You can't let a little thing like dancing publicly to banjo music prevent you from reaching your greatness.
I mean, I don't really think that that's what's holding me back, but I mean,
He'll actually grab your hand.
okay. She just stumbles along, and she'll turn her head at the last minute and just see Aasimar.
Yeah, he'll
And
lead you out, and Aasimar is looking like he got punched in the gut.
She'll just give him like a really like sympathetic like sorry kind of, you know what I mean, the like
Yeah.
But she'll still give him a little wave.
He'll give a wave too, but at this point, like Quintilius is, I don't know. I think Quintilius probably wouldn't be a good dancer either.
No.
Yeah, no, clearly not.
He's more on the drama side of things. But like, he's having fun with it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's the whole point of the hoedown.
Val's doing the awkward, like, middle school, like, you're just kind of stepping side to side, like...
You're doing the shepherd from
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Brick, you're like, what's that dance called? Hokey Pokey. Yeah, it's like, or
Yeah, that exotic dance. Well, it would be in magical, like Magic the Gathering, Dungeons and Dragons world. Doing the hokey pokey would be like some foreign, like amazing dance. They will know.
Yeah, you just hear Brig, you put your backside in, you put your backside out. Everyone's like, what?
Their minds are becoming blown.
Yeah.
Erakos, Aasimar, we'll see you. Probably someone in the just kind of observing. You're probably just observing from the
Yeah,
the
I'm
punch
just.
bowl too.
Yeah, I'm just. I am. Erakos does not dance. Baby, he likes being there. He just doesn't like dancing.
Yeah, Aasimar tells you, this actually isn't quite that different than the tribal celebrations back at my swamp, back at home.
It's not that surprising. People like to party and socialize, no matter who you are and where you are.
He kind of like watches. It's like just kind of people watching. He's like, all their inhibitions just goes away when there's celebrations. Interesting.
I mean, you have to. If you don't blow off a little steam every now and then, you're gonna blow your top, so to speak.
He's only playing one song. Do the other one. Yeah. It's pretty similar, but
Well, it's hoedown music.
Yeah.
It's all gonna kind of be the same.
Oh, wait, because I have repeat on. Let's try that.
Plus, it's a very stressful year. So a little downtime is always nice.
It says, I actually helped with the disposal of the bomb. It was nearly indistinguishable from the actual things. I'm not surprised that it got through.
I guess one small change can just billow out.
I read the newspaper article by Miss Lee. I think you're being a little too hard on the faculty.
In situations like this, you have to. It's better to be too hard than not hard enough.
I'm gonna have more punch.
I may join you. And then we just go off and vibe at the punch bowl. Just, not really dancing or anything, but just enjoying being there.
Revia, you were checking out the Elephant Man?
Yeah, Revia's talking to Elephant Man.
Right, so this is, Bidum. Sahuj, also known as Rampart. You've seen him around. He's... I think he's, one that's also kind of getting into the celebration, but he just has no spatial awareness. And since he's so big, like, people are just trying to stay out of his way. And, but he notices you approach. It's like, oh! I forget your name.
Oh, I forget your name too. We have so much in common.
They just called me Rampart.
Oh, they call me Revia. My name also starts with an R.
Well, let us
I
dance, Revia.
Yeah, I like how large you are and full of jewels and jewelry.
He says, oh, they are actually, medals I won before I attended here.
Oh, that's cool. Tell me more about it while we dance.
He is glad to start telling how he actually had a bit of a military service before he, attended school here.
Revia just likes that he's large and covered in shiny things.
Yeah. Tell me about your hoard.
Yeah, basically. It's like, wow, a meat stick that it's all the treasure's already on him.
There's some characters we haven't really interacted with a lot. There's Shubardi, the owl, the Owlin, who I think the Erakos.
Yes, I'm in
club
the.
with.
Yeah, I'm in the Student Mages of Faith with her.
And you kind of known her to be kind of stoic. But even though while not showing a lot of emotion, you can tell that she actually has a lot of it. But she comes up to you and says like she goes up and says like what religious ceremony is this? I've never heard of this before.
Well, I believe it's not necessarily a religious ceremony, but a lot of religions do have sort of this gathering of folk to, celebrate and socialize, and generally just, it's not necessarily religious, but it can be.
That big green one seems to be the one in charge. I shall ask him the origins of this tradition.
Yes. Brick might be a better person to ask about such things.
Yeah, Brick, what are you doing in the middle of all this?
I mean, I'm teaching people different dances. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Miley Cyrus's "Ho Down, Throw Down." Teach just, I just having a ball. Trying to get, is Val'ri out with Quint dancing, or is she still holding back? You're out there, right?
She's out there.
Okay. Anyone that's just kind of sitting on the edge, kind of looks lost. Brick's going up to and chatting and pulling him in and just jumping around with him.
Cervitaur is does the owl thing where he just kind of bobs up and down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I doing this right?
That's perfect. You're feeling it. That's what's important. He's getting refills for people who need him. He's just kind of being a host.
Mellythorn, the dryad, comes up to you, Brick, and goes, all this dead plant matter actually disturbs me a little.
Well, I should look at it as giving the plants a purpose even in death. Instead of just, and then once they're a part of this too, and they'll be, after the party is over, they'll go to fertilize the field for next year.
Oh, is that what the hippogriffs are for? Fertilizer?
Yeah, you know how that works.
Yes.
No.
I've heard some rumors, though,
Oh,
that
do tell.
you might be drafted for Mage Tower next year.
It's a completely different game, but but a lot of the fundamentals seem to overlap with Silk Ball, so I'm always up for a new challenge.
Javanesh often says the Silk Ball are almost like the underdogs, and we need to stick together. Are you going to accept if you're asked, will you accept?
Do not. I wouldn't. Don't plan on it. I want to stick with the Silk Ball team. With we've built a lot of relationships and we play really well. I don't think that I would want to leave you guys to go to another thing, even if it is quote more popular.
Well, I would not blame you personally.
Yeah,
It's what nearly everyone strives for.
One thing I've learned this year is maybe there's more important things than just getting the glory.
Oscar, the giant professor, kind of actually overhear this, and he goes, "Brick, my boy, of course you'll be accepting."
This is the guy who did
Who recruited you?
Yeah.
It's like, I understand your friendship with the Silk Ball players, but you may not know the traditions we have here at Strixhaven, that once every 4 years is actually a Mage Tower tournament that takes place over the entire school year. So, of course you'll be joining a team if you want to participate, right?
It's a lot to think about for sure.
Well, Brick, I know you will make the right decision.
Thank you, sir, for that and all the opportunities that you've given me.
And of course, we'll be seeing you in Lorehold next year, I hope.
You most certainly will.
Excellent.
Where else you gonna see me with those nerds and Quandrix?
People are passing Pinwig, the little owl, in around like a beach ball. He goes, "I'm participating!"
He's actually having fun.
Yeah.
Oh, he loves it.
He does.
That's why he's so fluffy. He can't feel it.
He does love it.
They throw him around, he actually like kind of floats down. Oscar goes, "I should probably stop that, but it just looks so funny."
And look, he's having a ball being a ball.
But the other professor, Professor Sharpie, watching like, "Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear," and start running. Alright, so, Hootenanny goes into the night, and, I imagine at some point, you go, "Alright, let's slow things down a little bit."
Ooh.
I thought I had this music here. Oops, sorry, just gotta find the music. And the band starts playing something a little bit slower. As the night kind of nears the end. Everyone's kind of winding down. And Mina will actually approach you and he goes, "It's like, Brick, you haven't asked me to dance all night. But I see you've been busy."
I got being the perfect host takes a lot, but I think that everyone seems to be cared for. Care to dance?
He goes, "Well, I thought you'll never ask."
Aww.
Oh.
And Brick and
Brick is terrible at slow dancing, by the way. Just awful. Can't even do the sway, sway left and right.
Mina goes, "You want me to lead?"
I'm gonna slow dance with Aurora.
Oh yeah, she will more than happily.
Revia is just kind of swinging from Rampart's trunk.
Erakos is wondering if he has to go wrangle in Revia.
No,
Yeah,
he likes it.
Does he look like
swing,
he likes it?
swing, little dragon.
Perfect.
But Val'ri,
Ooh, this is the good one.
Drasimir glass with a. You see him pour down just a big glass of punch. Get up the courage.
Punch.
Yep, punch. Walks over to you. He pours something a little into it. He walks over to you and goes, "Hi.
Hi.
I liked your dancing with Quintilius,
Oh.
Amphi, and Malithor III.
Oh. It was okay.
I thought maybe, you know, if you wanted to, if you felt like it, if you weren't tired, if you're still in the mood, if you wanted to maybe
She'll just take his hand and she'll go and dance with him. But I will say at one point Val will look over, kind of like as she's like resting her. No, because he's too big. She can't do that. I was gonna say like resting her head on Drasimir's shoulder, but I think he's
it would be more like his
taller than
his
her.
chest,
So.
yeah.
So yeah, she's just kind of like, you know, whatever, but she'll be eyeing up
Be like
Rick
resting
and
on
like his arm or
yeah,
whatever.
like one of his big muscular arms.
Yeah, but she just kind of like looks at at Brick and Mina, and she just has this like face, indescribable. But she's just like,
Yeah, and I think Quintilius, like maybe a little bit of jealousy,
Oh,
but he gives you a smile back.
well, she'll smile at Quinn.
Yeah.
I would imagine Quint has figured out what's going on.
Oh no, Brick was exceptionally perceptive today. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
But let's see if he realizes. Hold on. Okay, so he just sees Val'ri and thinks, "Oh, she's having a good time," and just winks back. Winks at her.
She turns her head immediately the other way.
At one point, Greta Brick will, after you and Mina's been dancing for a little bit, Greta just goes, "My turn." He kind of shoves Mina away and like, not slow dancing, but more like just the more.
Sure.
Yeah.
She's twerking up all on Rick.
Oh my god.
He's so funny. So, what do you think about a mage tower next year? You think that you might be interested in that?
As she's twerking on him.
Yeah. Yep. I'm hearing rumblings about the opportunities. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Like, dude,
What do you think?
You should totally take it. If you get offered a mage tower spot.
What about all you guys, my OGs,
Because,
OG silk ball peeps?
well, yeah, but like, mage tower is, like the top thing.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I get offered a position. I'm probably definitely gonna try out. I love trying out for things, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Sad to leave you all. I mean, I'll still see you. We'll still be in the same school. I don't know. You having fun?
It's like, oh yeah, I've been dancing with everyone. It's great.
Wonderful.
And she'll stop with you and like go over to someone else and start and push their partner away and start dancing with them. Right, but that wind, unless anyone else has anything, that will wind down. This music. Right, Professor Sharpbeak will calm everyone down after the slow dancing.
Were people a little too excited from it?
Stay one magic book away.
Yeah, she's like trying to keep people apart.
Yeah.
It's like,
Save space for Belladros Witherbloom or whatever.
Like, oh, why did I ever agree to this? If I don't have enough to prepare for next year. She goes, okay, silence, everyone, everyone. She'll go, oh, the time has finally arrived to declare the winners of this year's point contest. I know that's not a very exciting name, but there's not really a better name for it. And of course, first place this year is our very own Team Flump.
Yay!
Yeah.
We just did better than everybody else, yeah.
Revia is sitting on Beldum Rampart Sovi's shoulders like he's some kind of steed.
But she'll say, it's like, on the stage, everyone, on the stage. It's just like the Team Flump. If you can be ripped apart from your partners, I see you over there. And, over there. And if you would bring out the dragon.
I'm already here.
Yeah, I look over at Revia.
And, a few students, cart out a giant wooden prop of like a red dragon, and surrounded by like gold coins and like treasure chests and all that, and there's an actual treasure chest in the middle. And she goes, it's like, don't worry, I promise this one isn't a mimic. And like she waits for a laughter, but no one laughs.
There's just 5 exhausted students who have been beaten and battered and bruised because of this stuff. And there's
went on this year. Yes. Well, on with the ceremony. It is tradition that you each be your team be rewarded a dragon's hoard of treasure. She puts up little quotes of treasure, only redeemable at the Strixhaven shop, of course. But there's a few surprise magic items, potentially. So, one of you...
Revia is drooling.
One of you will do the honors.
Revia
Erica?
wants to badly, but she goes, it's Brick, he did the party.
Yeah, I think that would probably be for the best. Rick, why don't you do the honors?
No, we're a team. I think that I can see Revia. Revia, you take it.
Right.
She screams like really, really loud.
And also, by the way, Revia, this red dragon is like, stereotypical, like,
oh, she thinks it's kind of racist.
Yeah.
Oh,
don't
no.
worry. Revia thinks this is kind of racist, but she wants the treasure, so she's not going to talk about it yet. But she will mention it later. She's made, it's one of those things, she's made a note of this.
Right, so this is actual treasure hoard rules in the Dungeon Master Guide. And I will apply by them. So, as you reach into the box, Revia, roll me a D100.
Whoa!
81.
81. Right, roll me 2 D6.
2 2s or a 4.
4, okay. You find 4 very obvious fake-looking gems.
Sick.
That say 50 quote-unquote gold pieces. So you have 200 Strixhaven bucks
Gotcha.
to exchange at the place.
I'm just giving myself 200 more gold.
Oh, actually, is that? Well, this is for all of you, not just you. Just to make sure you're aware.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yep.
like for everyone. So we would split it up,
gotcha.
right?
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, 200. So we each get 40 gold.
Yeah, you can just add it as gold, because you won't be spending money outside of Strixhaven.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
Roll me a 1d6.
6.
Okay, you get 6 magic items from this magic
Yeah.
table. How about everyone roll me a D100, but one of you do it twice. So Revia, do it twice.
Alrighty.
Wow. Just 2 away from your first one.
8373.
83.
Who?
Alright, you
That's
find
impressive, actually.
Okay, so let's go to Brick first. Brick, you pick up a spell scroll of first level.
Ooh.
You can ask one of the professors to provide a spell for you.
Okay. Do I have to decide now?
No, you can decide later, or I can make it
Perfect.
random.
I like the idea of being able to choose it.
Yeah. Raelith rolls an 85. Or Kevin, sorry.
At either or.
Right, you get another first level spell scroll. And another first level spell scroll.
Okay.
Sick.
This is the very basic magic table.
No, that's fine. Like, no, for spell scrolls can be useful. Get
Yeah.
like weird ones.
Lilisula,
Mhm.
while you all roll in the same range, another spell scroll.
Oh,
Yeah, get like the spells you don't want to waste a spell slot. Stuff like identify magic and that kind of stuff. You're like,
Erakos, you get a potion of healing.
Oh.
Yay. Val'ri 32. And Val'ri gets a potion of healing. Everyone, as you pick it up, it's like spell scrolls are cool, but like some people are like, I was hoping they would get like a plus 3 great axe.
Me too.
Erakos is feeling like a potion, not even a potion of greater healing, just a potion of healing. He's like, "Oh, I'm grateful for the He just shrugs.
Revia's pleased.
Professor Sharpteeth is like, oh, what wonderful prizes, and she starts clapping.
Yeah. Wow.
If you need me to enchant those scrolls, I'll be more than happy to.
Oh, believe me, I got some ideas.
Being one of my specialties being a silver quill graduate. Oh, here we go again about the silver quill. Congratulations, everyone. And shortly after the hoedown, school year comes to an end. So, how are each of you going to? What are you going to do on the off time? I think Revia. and
Revia
Lilisula,
is. Yeah.
we're going to like stay on campus.
Yeah, but
Rev-
my family visits me anyway, because
Mhm.
you know that's how they are.
Yeah, like students are more than welcome to stay on the campus over break. You take the time to get to know your new colleges. Things like that. Revia going to Silverquill, Lilisula going to Prismari. Erakos, what about you?
Well, surprisingly enough, Erakos has plans for the summer. Doesn't quite in just one day just goes off and does stuff. Maybe you'll hear about it in the near future.
Oh, you mean our upcoming Candlekeep Mysteries game?
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Should be recorded, so yep.
Funny.
It's summer vacation at a library.
Sounds great for Erakos.
Hey,
Yeah.
It would
Hey.
actually.
Val'ri, are you going back to Prismere?
No, I think she'd stay.
You get a letter from Calzi though, like asking if you're coming home,
Mm-hmm.
and like you have to write her like kind of disappoint him and say, "No, I think I'm gonna stay here."
Mm-hmm.
And the letter that comes back is very obviously Aster, saying it's like, "Oh, I think that's wonderful.
Live your life.
Live your life." Yep.
Have so much fun. Don't worry about me and your dad. He'll get over it eventually. That's Aster. She can like hear it as yeah.
But Val'ri, Aasimar will approach you before school, before the term ends, and he says like, I'm going back to Theros for the summer, but I want to give you something to remember me by,
Oh, okay.
and he hands you a copy of hands you a large leather-bound book, a novel.
Aw.
He goes, this is one of my favorite books growing up. It's about a hero of Theros and the adventure he goes on. And I thought we could, you know, when we read that at night, it'll be like we're doing something together.
Aw, that's
when
really sweet.
he kind of like gives a big toothy smile and like, and when you come back, we can talk about it.
Yeah, for sure.
He kind of says, "Can't wait for you to get to chapter 4. It's with the Hydra. That's oh, never mind. Sorry, I don't want to spoil it."
It's okay. I didn't hear what you said at all.
Okay, do I need to speak louder?
No. I was. It's okay. I was joking.
But Brick, are you?
Yeah, so that's gonna. Have we been able to correspond with our families
yeah.
back home?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so when I came here, the idea was that I would need to come back and help at the farm, and so I've been kind of trying to in my letters plant the seeds that maybe I'm not going to come back. Did that go over well, or are they like, well, we're gonna die and lose the farm without you?
Well, I don't want to force it. Like what I think. Like, do you think you grew up on a like you going to Strixhaven actually like kind of hurt them because they were one less person helping on the farm?
Possibly, but it was worth it in order to bank on going pro.
Yeah, I think they would actually kind of expecting you back.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to come back for the summer. I don't think I'm gonna be staying. I think summer's big harvest time. So yeah, so I'll unfortunately have to be leaving my friends for the summer.
Okay. I hear something in the background.
That's Randy.
Randy's not paying attention.
He's watching videos.
What?
We just heard some stuff in the background.
Yeah, we heard.
Oh.
Um.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. So I got my headphones on, and like sometimes things will come like through like that I can't hear on the outside world. So like.
Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're just giving you a hard time.
All right, but I think this probably
Also, over the summer, Revia developed psychic powers.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Yeah,
a little
you
bit
took-
too far.
Well, no, see, that's one of
Yeah, I
the
know.
feats she took. Yeah.
You took telekinesis?
Yep. No,
That's awesome.
I took telepathy, so
Oh.
she could read your mind.
Perfect. That does sound like something she would do.
Apparently, I've decided the backstory was when Revia was still an egg, her red dragon mother did experiments on it, trying to create the perfect stuff, so unexpected mutations may happen.
Yeah. So I guess one last thing. Hey Val.
Yeah.
You know how big into family, how close my family was, and leaving them has been, kind of hard this year. And I'm going back and everything. It was great, and it's gonna be great. But I just wanted to tell you that having this group here was just like a really helped me replace that family loss, and I just wanted to say how much of how you've been like the sister that I've never had.
Oh.
Oh.
And I give her a real big sibling style hug.
Oh
She
yeah.
does not hug him back. In fact, her arms are completely limp at her side.
Do you lift her up, but like the entire gear part of her body too?
I only lift up the front legs and they're just limp.
Oh.
And I love you and everyone else.
Yeah.
Are we all here
Revia?
watching this, or is this just between them two?
Imagine
question.
you're like seeing him off before he catches his
Ah,
carriage back to Eberron.
Brick. I think you're like a good big brother.
Yeah, I just feel so just having you guys all around. I feel so close to you guys. Feel just like family.
Yeah, I would totally true polymorph you into a dragonborn and have you replace my stupid idiot brother.
Oh,
I hate him.
would if I could. And you're like, no, I really
No, I
can't.
really intend to do this. This is the idea. I will eventually do it.
Alright, Erakos, you take a portal candlekeep.
Yep.
One of the professors tells you, "So remember, in order to gain entry, you need to give them some sort of knowledge that they've never had that they don't have in their collection. Some sort of book or a parchment."
I'm sure I can wrangle up something.
Don't get to any mysteries while you're there. Ooh. Lilisula, like how do you think you spend your summer vacation? Like, what do you get up to?
Oh, well,
Like, you're staying on campus because like you have like free reign of the campus, but like nothing's happening here. So like, what do you think you?
yeah. Mostly what Lilisula's trying to, or probably gonna try doing is, figuring out how to wear heavy armor.
Oh, strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
Mhm. So she's gonna be
Xanther gives you a routine.
yeah, like she's just trying to like bulk up.
Or she's just walking around in full plate all the time, just trying to like do her daily business, like the
just
old
like
Dragon
getting
Ball training.
getting accustomed to the metal armor, the big old body armor,
Just clanking around.
just clank thumping around all over the place. But her aunts and uncles and dad, they visit every now and again during the summer break to
Yeah.
hang out with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Garwood would get dragged kicking and screaming to the magic school.
No.
I don't want to go to the magic school. You guys know how I feel about magic.
Revia, you practice your telepathy.
No, that just happens.
So it just happens. You're
Yeah.
automatically
Oh,
an
wait,
expert.
no. Like one day, she's just gonna be thinking everyone else can read her mind because she's projecting her thoughts, but it takes her a little bit to realize that it's the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
She's also basically her time is spent working on the band. She's doing hanging out with Pawns, the frog, and
Yeah, like,
also
I was wondering because like what's up with pawns?
well, she's talking and kind of keeping him, but she did take that bit of the water, the eldritch kind of bomb water,
Mm-hmm.
and she has been trying to infuse her dragon energies into it, kind of like every night before bed. Basically, in the hopes that she's gonna feed it to Pawns one day and see what it's gonna do.
Yeah,
That's
if
gonna be
if
for
you're
later.
feeding pawns this
Well, not yet.
or that bomb. Oh, okay, well, let's say when you're practicing the telepathy, like you think you may hear something in his mind, something that's not frog.
Yeah. So like, yeah, she's kind of like, because she could do that like once a day. So
You
she's
you
trying to
hear
read his thoughts.
you hear like mama.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good. And other than that,
But
I
it's just
think-
in his mind right now. He's not saying it physically.
yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because it's just that.
Yeah.
But I would say like, there's that her basically her mind, her psychic practice with Pawns, the band practice with Wooly, and the vampire lady. And her spare time is researching like interplanar travel, because that's her whole goal, is to try to teleport out somehow. So
Yeah,
she's kind of like reading up on
Yeah, I
it.
think Aurora might be the type to stay on campus as well. She mostly hangs out in Witherbloom.
Oh, good. And we'll hang out like Lilisula. We'll hang out with her all the time.
In like the swamp.
Yep.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, and then that's wherever I can bring Pawns, because he's like also in the swamp.
But she
That's-
actually spends a lot of time at the Mage Tower Stadium, like keeping all the like the foliage and the foliage keeps her from like overtaking the grounds and stuff. So she's took it upon herself to make sure it doesn't get out of hand over vacation.
Oh.
Revia brings Pawns with. He has like a little terrarium. Brings them with him, just like to places, because it's like in the off season, so there's not as many people around.
Yeah, Aurora goes like, "Oh, it's a shame neither of you are going to Witherbloom."
It's not really my kind of thing.
I mean, like, I know your friend Erakos is, but you know he's
He's like advanced death or whatever.
gets a little
Yeah.
too personal sometimes.
Yeah, he's a little weird.
Yeah. It's like what, like I heard he was like an Aasimar, but like he doesn't really look the type. He doesn't really express interest in a lot of stuff going on in Witherbloom.
No, it's just his special way of doing it. He's a little weird, but you know, it's like a good kind of weird. Like,
Yeah,
if you ever,
he's a good guy.
yeah, like if you ever eat pepper by itself, it's really, you know, it doesn't taste very good. But if you put pepper on other things, it tastes good. Like, it's like that, where if Erakos wasn't Erakos, it wouldn't be very good. But Erakos being Erakos as we know him is interesting.
Well, I know for one thing, he's not afraid to get his hands dirty.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
very
no.
competent.
Oh yeah.
That's his greatest attribute.
He goes,
Erakos's ears are burning and he doesn't know why.
Val'ri, how do you spend your vacation?
Mostly devastated.
Oh, is this Val'ri's emo phase begins?
Cause she got friend zoned.
No.
No, family zoned.
Is
That's
Brick
what-
gonna return
It's
to
even
goth
worse.
Val'ri?
What? No. She
Oh no, that'd be sick. Goth Val'ri, think about it.
Yeah, she'll spend it mostly devastated. She definitely wrote a letter to Aster immediately, being like, "Dad, she'll read the book, I guess, that Aasimar gave her.
Like in one night.
Probably, honestly.
Yeah.
Taking like cliff notes as she reads through it for things to talk to him about it. Cry.
This is such a good story.
No, not because of the book.
I know. It's like,
And kind of regret not going home towards the, when you get like that like middle of the summer. She's like, wow, all my fucking friends are gone. What the hell? Like other than Revia, obviously, but she's like, she'll probably at one point.
it's like you're
I'm
all
sure that's
alone in the
times
library. It's
Yeah.
like, since like you have a job there, it's like, oh, maybe I can just work at the library over the summer, but like nothing's happening.
No one's there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
sure at one point she probably would have also like just cried to Revia and Lilisula about it. I don't know what I did wrong. That kind of shit. Yeah, that's how she'll spend her summer vacation. Depressed.
Sulu's ace ass is gonna be like, oh, well, getting feelings in the first
That was your first mistake. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's always sad when the male doesn't see you as a viable mate.
Oh, Jesus.
Right. The worst.
Uh,
Oh.
but yeah, that's her summer vacation.
Oh, I feel so bad, but it's definitely the logical conclusion for Brick for sure.
I mean, he has that that half orc sweetheart to go back to, right? Or is that canon?
I don't
know.
remember if that was a joke or canon.
Well, maybe at one point, maybe.
It gets flexible. There was, I mean, at one point there obviously was a farm girl fling.
Yeah,
Whether
That's-
that lasted like a year without him, who's to say?
probably not.
Yeah, when she
Not
comes
great for
back,
long distance.
it's like she's with like your rival. It's like, sorry,
She already has like 3 kids.
I'm with Grunk now.
Oh,
Yeah, sure already has a kid. I have triplets.
That's orcs. Orcs, they breed fast. That's one of their greatest powers in Dungeons and Dragons. Fun fact. That's also humans' power in Dungeons and Dragons.
And Herringons.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's roll call for tonight, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
very
good.
very successful
Yep.
conclusion.
First year.
First year
Yeah.
at Strixhaven. Almost died a bunch of
That
times.
was a very good first year, I have to say.
I just feel bad for Val'ri because she probably had this plan about staying the summer with Brick and then they're gonna be boyfriend, girlfriend, and then he basically goes, I see you as a sister, goodbye, and leaves. And it's just like, no. Like
I
the
did-
exact all plans ruined.
It was just like, I guess none of you played Xenoblade 2, never mind. Well, there's a thing in Xenoblade games
I
where-
know that part, yeah, where he tells the girl, like, I love you as a friend.
Yeah, it's like, I
Yeah.
love you. And she's like, oh, I love all of you. And she's like, oh.
Yeah.